Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They're going to run it here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. The tight end has got it. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging.
Touchdown, Buckeyes. Strong game by this quarterback. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Gets across the 25-yard line. Will spot it at the 27. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. He'll hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Back to throw. It's Howard. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation.
Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes long.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Fighting off the defender. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Tackle quickly, but a solid gain. Ball spotted at the 25 now.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, you know, to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Dropping back. It's Howard. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
And he knocks it right through the uprights.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That's caught. It's Smith. They bring him down after a short gain there. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Ball handed off. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Cannot escape, and down he goes. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on third and very long. That's a bullet over the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
The sure hands. It's Graham. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones, J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. See if they can convert the point after. The PAT is good, so it's a 14-3 lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. Always looking to throw. The pass is intercepted. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The linebacker shifting around now. They'll hand it off. Fights through the tackler. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Third and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Great move there. Gets some space around the 30. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kurt, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. Man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the freshman brings him down quickly. And the Rebels come to the line in a hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Howard. Catch made on the out route.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense stops him short of the markers, and now it's fourth down. And the Rebels will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Rebels will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Pass is broken up. Turnover on downs. What a stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he pulls in the catch.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. With the catch, it's Tate. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Oh my gosh, they almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. And he'll wisely throw that one away. And the Rebels looking to use the up-tempo offense here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Oh, and another incompletion. 4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? To throw, it's Howard. Catch made on the right side. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. First down here for this offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. Incomplete. Second down coming up. And he drops back in the gun. The pocket breaking. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Able to get the ball back, but it could still be a drive killer. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. That sack makes it third down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
What a big play here by the quarterback and the receiver. By having an opportunity to make that big play, now they have a chance to put the ball in the end zone.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Fires it on the move, and it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Man, when a quarterback starts moving around like that, you move into what some defensive coordinators would call a second play because it becomes almost like backyard football at that point. But that was a good job by the defense playing discipline and forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw. It's Howard. Finds his target, and it's complete. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He steps out to the 29. That's where they'll begin the drive. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again. You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
And they'll use the ground game here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Second down play coming up. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Really nice run by the back, but I want to give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for the first down.
Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. And on the carry, he's heading left. He's swarmed by the defense. Three red zone trips produce just 2 field goals. They're hungry to punch it in here. To the air, it's Howard. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rebels. Now the all-important extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? There's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass. So instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. It's Graham. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Caught, completion. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Testing the right side here. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Handoff here from the shotgun.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. The 30. Inside the 20. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Coach deciding to go for the two-point conversion to tie the score right here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he runs it into the end zone. And those 2 points will tie the football game. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down in the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback.
He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll take the lead in the second half.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They'll run it here. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense really clicking. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. Man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
PAT is good, so it's 35-21. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete. And the Rebels hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back. It's Howard. Looking to make a big play downfield. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Tackled after the takeaway, and that will end this quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Chris, I really felt the quarterback came off the fake a little bit too quick. The defense didn't bite at all on the play action. They saw the quarterback had the ball and attacked and got the sack.
Had a nice drive going here, but now it's 3rd down and long. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be 4th down.
Chris, the advantage there obviously was with the defense on 3rd down and long. And they do a good job at taking away things downfield, but, man, you got to account for the quarterback taking off and running. Nobody does, so he gets big yards, and now he gives the offense a chance here on 4th down.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Buckeyes trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Gives it to the back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense facing 2nd and goal.
29 Philly.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And he's brought down there. And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And a chance here to build the lead, make it a 3-score game in the final quarter. Kick is good. It gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And they add to their lead. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to corral him in a great spot to start this drive. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Pressure is coming. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Howard. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there, but throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to pass here. Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert.
Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Boy, with this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as